Hi, I'm Madhu, and I happened to get in touch with you just now. And I hope either me or one of my colleagues might have actually contacted you. My website happens to be spockfy.in, and you may take it as a single point of contact where I'm the point of contact between the colleges as well as the companies, which means I'm taking care of placements for the freshers and the manpower which I'm getting used from the colleges, and I'm getting them placed in the companies. This is happening for the past 4.5 years. Now, this year 2020, I can clearly say that COVID 19 has drastically changed a lot of things. So, many thought that getting a job earlier was very tough, and now it will be even more tough, to which I say a big no to it. You will surely get a job in case if you go on a proper technique. That's why I always say that getting employed is very easy if you go in a exact technical method, which will be impressing the interviewer. So I'm not here to simply push into the companies. What will I do? All those things I'll be explaining it to you in the coming slides. So coming to the present situation, before 2020, 2019, 2018, 2017, I consider as BC before Corona. And this I will say AC, which is after Corona. So BC 2019, on BC 2019, before Corona, there was a lot of methodology which I used to do it. And right now, the methodology which I'm doing right now is totally different because of the present pandemic COVID 19. And I still say that it is a big advantage for everybody because of COVID 19, despite a lot of disarray and disturbances to the entire world. As I'm here to explain about your job opportunities, I'm going to explain why COVID 19 has made a bit easier for the job seekers to get employed. Before COVID 19, people, I mean to say the job seekers as well as the students, used to go to the companies, stand in the queue for a walk-in interviews, meet the HR, and then get into some of the companies. Whereas now, as everything has become online, it is easier for a job seeker to directly contact the HR. However, there is a method to be dealt with. There is a method and a procedure. Without that, you cannot go forward. That is for sure. However, the present pandemic has made everything online, and that is the reason I was telling that it's a bit easier than the previous days. Now, at the present scenario, the negative part which I want to tell is right from March ending, where the nationwide lockdown has begun, the GDP value of our Indian currency has drastically fallen down, because of which the economy has gone down, and that has really impacted even the companies where many were being removed, many layoffs were there, and even now there are many more layoffs that is happening. And even the salaries right from the government jobs till the private during the lockdown period, it was hardly 50 percentage. Tata Group have given them only 30 to 40 percentage, and even now Maruti Suzuki and some other companies are still paying only 50 to 60 percentages of the salaries. I am bring this to your notice so that it will be a note for you. However, recruiting is happening now. Earlier, there was no recruiting, but now recruiting is slowly and slowly and slowly going forward. However, it takes some more time to get into the exact flow. There is disturbance, At the same time, there's a good news for it. So I'm putting in front of you the current scenario of the jobs. Had I been a consultancy, I would have told that there are jobs, please give me your resume and I will push you into some companies. But I'm telling you the truth, fact, truth, which is always bitter, that you need to wait for some more months, or I can say some more weeks, to have the similar kind of interviews we had earlier. And we have a new hiring methodology. Earlier, there was walk-ins, as I said. Now, no more walk-ins. Earlier, there were hard copies that have been taken in. Now, no more hard copies. So it's going to be soft copies. And the present existing new trend is a video resume. A video resume is nothing but whenever you're going to any interviews, the HRs are asking about your background, about your resume. They'll be asking, tell me something about yourself. You tell, and sometimes you feel nervous in front of the interviewer. Rather than that, if you take a selfie video resume, which means if you take your mobile and if you take a selfie for about 90 seconds to 120 seconds, you will not feel nervous. Instead, you'll be sending a perfect video clip about your resume, and that is what been accepted by by majority of the companies. And how to do this video resume and all, I will tell you. Then, coming to the interviews, as I said, no more walk-ins, no more physical walk-ins. It's now going to be totally virtual interviews. And even after completing the entire rounds, which is as per the norms of the companies, even the offer letters are being given completely through email, which means they have reduced the paperwork because of the pandemic, and I need not tell more than that. So majority of the companies are willing to work from home only, and it will surely last till March 2021. So you have an option where you can directly contact with the company HR on phone, online, and that is why I said it's an advantage for the job seekers. And the new hiring methodology will also be explained to you very soon. Coming to my services, first of all, I do check your resume, and resume check is something where if you take my website, now here are some companies, you take Dell, you take Cognizant, you take ICICI Bank, and let us take Wipro. Now Dell is a BPO company and Infosys is an IT company, and you take ICICI Bank, it is a banking. So the format of the resume is entirely different. For the BPO sector, it is fine, no problem. If you put a normal resume, that's fine. If you put a resume for Wipro, you need to put some technical skills in it. Or if you go to the banking sector, you need to put some details about your banking knowledge in the resume. How to put it all, that is very much important. The reason being, everything has become online, and that resume check is my duty, and I'll do that for you. Career guidance, as I said, is irrespective of the year of pass out. If you can see my website, the first thing which I do according to the services is career counseling. Now, career counseling is very much important, and exactly how to go forward in the companies is not known to many. They struggle to get into the companies, and they struggle to settle in the career because lack of career guidance. This I will explain. First, I take the resume, then I provide the career guidance, and then depending on your requirement, whether you want to get trained for additional information or you want to get trained for the placements, that is, the choice is up to you. And placements is something where, as I said, I got tied up with many companies, And depending on the openings, I will surely put your resume according to the requirement. And yes, there are additional new services that have arisen because of the pandemic, and it will be an added advantage for those who are actually searching for a job. That's all I can say for now, and I'll be sending you another clip where you will be having an elaborated, clear information about the services. Thank you so much.